We're broadcasting live from sunny San Diego, California. One of the last times in San Diego because we're moving to Las Vegas, as I've mentioned in another video. I staked 6,700 Sol, and I want to tell you in this video what happened, and I want to explain to you how staking works. And staking sounds a little bit intimidating, right? Because it's like, oh, I stake it, I put it at risk, right? It's not like that, right? And I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to explain to you what happened to my more than 6,700 Sol while staking. If you like content like this, please give me a like. I really appreciate it. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to have more content like this all around blockchain. All right, so staking on the Solana blockchain. How it works is like you delegate, generation of rewards to a Solana validator. So Solana validators, there are about 2,000 of them, right? And a little bit more than 2,000. They sacrifice their hardware, their network connection, their time to update to the latest versions and stuff like that. They do all these efforts. They make sure their hardware, their validator hardware is up all the time. They vote on which one is the correct block and which ones might be blocks from people that might want to attack the Solana network. So they keep it safe, and it's over 2,000 validators. The Solana chain has one of the highest Nakamoto coefficients. So that is a coefficient that tells you how many validators need to conspire in order to put the blockchain at risk, right? And Solana has one of the highest in the industry. So it's a quite safe and quite decentralized network. And what happens when you stake your Sol? So they promise you a yield of 7%, 8%, 9%. These yields are real. These are really, they are yields in Sol, right? And Sol has an inflation built in. So there is new Sol being generated each and every day, and that happens through the validators that get rewarded for their work. So new Sol is being generated each and every day. So the total supply of Sol goes up, right? So if you own some Sol, which is the native currency of the Solana blockchain, if you don't know, if you own some Sol in your wallet and you don't stake it, you're basically giving away that inflation protection, right? So the Solana, the Sol token has some inherent inflation. And if you don't stake it, you just say, okay, I'm okay with, giving away 7, 8, 9% each and every year for inflation. So you should stake your Sol. You definitely should do it. So now if you're on a centralized exchange like, Coinbase, Binance, all these centralized exchanges, Kraken, they offer you staking services, right? But their returns are way lower. They stake with the validators of the Solana network, and they just keep a cut, like 50%, 60%. I've seen like 90, 95% of staking rewards they keep for themselves, and the rest they put as a yield on your account. And also, you should never keep crypto in a centralized exchange for an extended period of time. Just put it in there for trading if you need it, but then after the trade, get it out again and do what's called self-custody in your own wallet. So now I'm going to show you how this all looks like. So, here. So this is a site called Stakewiz.com. It is powered by Lane, a great guy out of South Africa. Lane, if you're watching this, hey. And I've met him in person a few months ago in Lisbon at the Solana Breakpoint conference. And Lane has created this site here called Stakewiz. And here you see all the Solana validators. Look at this. We have 2,647 right now, right? That's a lot of validators. And you see them all listed here, and they all have different yields, right? So if you go to the Bitoku validator, so that's my own, right? My company, Bitoku, is building a storage layer for Solana, which is very exciting. If you don't know what it is, check it out. Go to bitoku.io. The link is in the description. So my own validator now gives a return for anyone that stakes with our validator of 7.29%. So you can click this validator and you get a little bit of stats. You see we charge 0% commission right now. That's for giving anyone that wants to stake with us the highest returns. And that is something to get our stake up. We have like 40,000 SOL of stake from other people right now. And you see our scores are quite high. We have, super quality, fast hardware, super performant network connection. And that's why we're number 20 something out of 2,600 validators. And we just went to 0% commission a few weeks ago. So after, more time at 0% commission, we expect to even go up the ladder there and offer one of the highest APYs, annual percentage yields of all Solana validators, right? So, and I staked my personal SOL, obviously, directly with that validator. So if we go back here, I have my Solana wallet, my Phantom wallet right here. So if I click that, then, what's going on here? Oh, I have to click it here, just a sec. So if I click my Phantom wallet here, this is my wallet called L1 Personal. And as you see, I have a few USDC in here. I have like 3 SOL in here. But if I click on this, I see my so-called stake accounts. And the Solana wallet takes a while to load these. So you see I have my 6,777.74 SOL in here. And they are staked in 3 stake accounts. And so with that stake, I am earning my currently 7.3%. And this fluctuates with the condition of the Solana blockchain. It fluctuates how long the epochs are. And, 7.3 is actually on the lower end. We've had phases where, our Bitoku validator made over 9% in yield, right? So that is a great thing. And even though, in the end, it's just inflation protection, but, you'll get 7, 8, 9% of more SOL each and every year, and those compound, right? And then obviously the yield is in SOL, right? So it all depends on the SOL price. And last year has been a bad year for crypto in general and for Solana especially. So the SOL price has gone down. So even with those 9% yield, we're all in the red, right, with last year. And, so since some of the last days in December, I buy SOL all the time, right? I do dollar cost averaging and buy my SOLs, kind of each and every month at whatever prices, right? So I bought a big bunch in December, late December last year, 2022, for $9.30, which was close to the bottom back in the day, right? So now we're at $24.50. So that's a huge return. But if the 9% each and every year comes on top of that, and the additional SOL that I'm being paid, right? I could sell them if I wanted to today for $24.50, even though I bought them back in December for $9.30, right? So staking, if you're in SOL, and remember, you should never put, more than 3%, maybe if your risk appetite is really high, maybe 5% of your net worth into crypto in general. I personally have, virtually all of my crypto portfolio in Sol and also in Bitoku nodes and in Bitoku tokens, which are called the Oku tokens. So please visit our website, bitoku.io, bitoku.io. That's about, our project building the exciting storage layer for Solana. And you should have as a Bitoku founders node in your portfolio, and that will generate you the Oku rewards. So, but here's how it works with the Sol staking. So, what you could do, right, if you're in your Phantom wallet and you have like 3 Sol here that you still want to stake, right? You can just click on that Sol thing and click on your stake, and I could just add the plus here, and then I can say stake Sol, and then you can search for a validator, right? If you search for a validator, stake your Sol, just type Bitoku and you find our validator here. Here's the 0% fee, aka 0% commission, and you can select that and then just enter the amount here. So I could stake another 2 Sol here that I have left in my wallet, and then you can say stake, and then it asks you to confirm the transaction. And it's it's that easy to stake Sol to our validator. And yeah, as I said, the returns are real. And here is one thing to remember. If you stake to a validator, it doesn't mean your Sol is kind of, handed over to the validator and is in some sort at risk or so. It is not like that, right? You don't trust the validator with your Sol. Say you have 100 Sol, you send it to a Solana validator for, for earning that staking yield, right? It's not that these 100 Sols are at risk. They are still on the Solana network, and the validator and the people who operate the validator, they have no access to your 100 Sol that you're staking there. They have no access to your private keys or anything, right? So even if that validator fails and just says, well, I'm sick and tired of running my validator, I'll just stop it and don't do anything anymore, right? The worst thing that could happen in that case is, like, for that epoch, you would not earn your yield, right? But that's just you will find out after a few days, right? And if a validator is delinquent, here, if you use Stakewiz's tool that I mentioned, you can set a notification down here, right? So you can say, if that validator, Bitoku validator, becomes delinquent, which basically means it's not running anymore, it's not generating rewards for you anymore, then you get notified via Telegram or email or stuff. So this is great stuff here to get notified. And then if that happens with any validator, not just ours, but any validator, you can get notified, and then you can just take out your Sol and stake elsewhere, right? So you basically just risking a few days of rewards, right? And you get 9% over the whole year. If you miss out on your rewards for a few days, it's not a big deal, right? And that's the only risk. Obviously, with all the risks that are always there in crypto, right? Like someone hacks your wallet or stuff like that, and someone sends you unsolicited NFTs. That's the latest trick, right? It happens with email all the day. You get emails and they want you to click it, and then boom, it's a scam. And the same thing is possible in crypto. Instead of an email, they send you unsolicited NFTs right into your wallet, and then you open that NFT and there's a link in there, you click that link and boom, they scam you, right? So there are risks, right? It's not like there's no risk, but a lot of the risks are just not there with staking your Sol, right? First of all, you have it in your own wallet. Always do it here in your own wallet, right? Don't leave it at Binance or anywhere, right? Any centralized exchange. Just own it in your Phantom wallet, and it's easy to install, right? The only thing, if you don't have the Phantom wallet, just go to phantom.app, right? And there's the download, and you can install it as a browser plugin. There's also a version on your phone and stuff like that, right? So that's how easy it is. And a lot of the risks are just not there then, right? You just have your own wallet. Just make sure nobody hacks you. Just make sure you don't click any links that you received in unsolicited way. And the risk of the centralized institution going bankrupt or scamming you or something, or rug pulling you, that risk is taken out, right? And also the risk of the validator itself that's doing the hard work of running that piece of hardware in a data center, fast hardware, fast networking and stuff like that. Even if the validator doesn't do its job, you will know really soon with those notifications. You can take out all your Sol. It's still there. The validator doesn't have it, right? It's on the Solana blockchain, and it's over 2,000 validators securing that. So you can just take it out and stake it elsewhere if some validator doesn't do its job. So if you own some Sol and you don't stake it to a validator, man, you cannot be helped, right? You're just leaving money on the table. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click the bell notification as well, and give me a thumbs up, and catch you later, guys. Bye.